working all night for you. Nah, I'm working all night. I'm working all night. I'm working all night for you. Nah, I'm working all night. I'm working all night.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Michael out here with another video, and I got to show you guys an upgrade that I did. Alright, so for those of you that have Jeep Grand Cherokees, you know that the stock lights in the dash, the gauge cluster lights, those lights in there, they are green when they come stock, and they are green halogens. A few months ago I switched those over to green LEDs. Okay, but the only LEDs you can buy are off Amazon, and let me see if I've got the bag here. I probably don't. I do not have the bag. I thought I did, but either way, take my word for it. They are super cheap, just cheesy. They're not worth having. I will never buy them again. But I rode with them for a while because I'd broke some of the halogens. When taking them out, I had dropped a couple and they had broke and were no longer useful. So I rode with the green LEDs that only half worked for a couple of months. And I just recently bought these. And I apologize for the beeping, but purple. So the only thing that is not purple is my turn signal lights, my headlight indicator. You guys probably, nah, not when it's not running, obviously. And then if I turn my overdrive off, that indicator is also green as well. So anyway, I just kind of want to tell you guys how you do it, how I got them to work the best, and then I'll leave a link to the purple lights I used in the description. It's super easy to install. You guys shouldn't have very many problems with them. As long as you know your way around like a screwdriver and like some needle nose pliers, you really shouldn't have an issue installing these. If you have the ability to use those tools, it's no big deal. So, and also I do want to just throw out there that, actually I've got a spare one here. So the lights come in these little connectors. I want to see if maybe it'll focus. I don't know if it's focusing because I can't see on this camera. But yeah, these little things, and the lights go in that hole, and then basically you put them into the back of the gauge cluster, and then you 1/8 of a turn, not even a quarter, just 1/8 of a turn, lock them in there. Now that was a connector that came with the purple lights. They are stupid cheap, cheesy, don't use them. Just take the old Mopar connectors that come with the gauge cluster and just pull the halogens out and just reuse the halogen connectors. I'm telling you right now, you'll be way better off. Okay? Also, there's about 24 places to put lights in this gauge cluster. You only need to put lights in 20 of them. Okay? But because with my LEDs, I bought like 3 packs of them because I was trying to find enough of them that would work, that I ended up actually basically using all the holes in the back, and I filled up all 24. Well, when I got these purple ones, it only came with 20 lights, and I didn't think about that. So that's why I still have the turn signals and everything else is green, but I kind of like it that way. Okay, if all that makes sense. Sorry, I know I'm kind of rambling. So here's how you do it. I'm just going to explain it in the easiest way possible. Okay, so I hope y'all can see in the Jeep. In fact, let me pull out a flashlight. Okay, so this little trim piece right here, okay, goes all the way around the steering wheel. Pull that off. It just pops right off. Don't mind my light bar thing. That's my light bar switch and my fog light switch that I never put into the dash. Don't mind that. Okay. So you pull that off, and there's 2 screws, one on this side and one on that side. And you want to unscrew those, and then there's 2 screw holes, one there, one there. You pull those out, and then you'll take a flathead screwdriver, and you'll just kind of pry on that just a little bit, and it'll pop right out. Then there is a wiring harness behind the gauge cluster that you will have to unplug. And then you can pull the gauge cluster all the way out, and you can go to work. Again, just take some needle nose pliers. Let me turn that off. Take some needle nose pliers. Again, like I said, turn them left, pull them out, switch the lights out, put it in, 1/8 of a turn. all you got to do. It's super simple, super easy. Of course, be nice with them. Make sure they're well connected inside the connectors, because if they're not, they won't work, and they'll arc, and it'll create a mess, because that also happened with my green ones. Almost started a fire, so, you know, be smart with what you're doing. But again, these are really cool. They look good, as you can see. You know, people keep complimenting me. I've had a couple people riding here. They say they love them. Let me... As you can see, I got my lights. Let me turn this on. You can see my overdrive light is like that. And you can see my headlight light is still green. And then, of course, my turn signals. But I also want to throw out that with the... With the green LEDs, right? My check engine light and all this did not work. Only my trans over temp light worked. My ABS light now works. Sorry about all that beeping, guys. And when I turn my brights on, if I can get it to... Oh, it's not going to hold it, but you can see that is also purple now. That light did not work when I had the green ones in. So, that is cool. I got more of my lights to work than were working before. They look cool. I love them. But anyway, once you get all that done, you'll put your gauge cluster back. You'll plug back in the wiring harness. And then after I plug in the wiring harness, I will just turn on my lights real quick. You know, whatever. I'll turn the hazards on, do a little bit of testing, make sure everything works. You know, turn your key, press your overdrive button, push your, you know, turn your brights on, do all the testing and make sure it works. Okay. If it doesn't work, you may have to buy more light bulbs, because you might have some bad light bulbs. Because again, these are LEDs and they're still lights at the end of the day. They may be less fragile than halogens, but they're still fragile. And I'm not saying they didn't get busted up during shipping. So maybe ordering 2 packs might be a good idea. You can never argue with having extra bulbs at that. Just keep all that in mind when you go into this. And then you might have to use, obviously, like a couple of... If you want to fill up every hole, you might have to use a couple of like the really, shitty, connectors that come with. I wouldn't use them if you don't have to, but... you will have to if you're going to fill up all holes, because again, there's only 20 Mopar connectors. So anyway, guys, I hope this was sort of informative. I know this is kind of a rush video, not going to lie. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some type of insight on it. I just didn't want to tear my whole dash out. I hope you can understand. I've already done that. I feel like I've tore that whole dash out one too many times dealing with these lights. And I finally have a light setup that works and that I like. So I'm not gonna tear that dash apart if I don't have to. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was a little bit informative for you. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow my social medias down below in the description. Okay, because I do throw up a lot of things on there, and if you comment things on there, I might make a video on it. This idea came from a group on Facebook. I'm in a WJ group. I posted up the picture of them. People were like, how'd you do that? And I just thought, why not make a YouTube video on it? That'd be so much easier than me, having to explain it in a wall of text type of thing. So, and more people could potentially see it and get some help out of it. So, I hope that explained it to you guys well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, don't forget to follow my social medias down below in the description. And until next time, guys, this is your boy Michael signing out. Peace.